Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sing. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. I mean, it's a whole lot going on this time around. And Asian man is asking, where are the Asians? And also, I need to know where have they been because I don't hear them talk about some certain things going on. And I am asking, where are the Asians? Why is it that each time it is who is going to be at the forefront, it's always black people? They don't call other community, even the people, the white people that they align so much with, they are also not calling them. And I am asking, why is it always black people? You know, sincerely speaking, they are going one after the other to everybody's comment section, asking them, I don't like your weak mentality or something like, or give up mentality. Like, what do you mean by which one is give up mentality? If you are not giving up, step up. When black people already said that they don't want to be other, their bodies are not going to be used as anything out there. Why is that hard for you people to understand that I don't want to protest? I don't want to protest. Why are you people making it look like it is black people that voted when your own community were the ones that voted? And the fact that they are not even speaking up over what is going on, that shows you how they do not care about you. Where did black people go wrong at this point in time? Because it looks like everybody's blaming them like they are the ones that voted. Let's get into this video.
Where the fuck are all the Asians? The thousands of Asians in LA either wanting to be an influencer in TikTok or are influencers on TikTok that have hundreds or tens of thousands or millions of followers. Like, you can't put down your fucking matcha for like literally 2 seconds and speak out about what's happening right now. I go on fucking TikTok, it's the same four like wonderful activist Asians on here. But then everybody else just still, oh, regularly scheduled program, my outfit of the day, going to another fucking Korean barbecue restaurant. Like, the restaurant you're at is built on immigrants. This entire city is built on immigrants. Like, you went to fucking UC Irvine, you got your fucking marketing degree. I'm sure you took one humanities class, honey. Like, I promise you, if you just don't post one TikTok dance and you take 30 seconds to speak on children getting ripped away from an elementary school graduation, people being locked in the basements of federal buildings without food or water, the National Guard being deployed on your city. Like, I know that, like, shame doesn't work on you. Like, nothing works on you because you've had to create this shell. But, like, your $600 post that you're making for tummy tea is not going to save you here. You're scared of, like, oh, your brand getting tainted, or, like, you won't be able to get brand deals. Like, with the rate that information suppression is going, like, you won't have TikTok to fucking sell your fucking boba flavored protein powder on here. Like, you won't have the time. You won't have the platform to do so. Like, your parents or your grandparents came here for a better life, and then now that you have a better life, you've already fucking forgotten the context as to which you fucking exist in this realm. Like, you don't have to be a civil rights expert or an econ expert or a fucking, like, lawyer to understand that what is happening needs to be stood up against. Like, you are the people that are populating the capital right now. Like, you will be next. Like, with black folk, they weaponize the police. With brown folk, they weaponize immigration. With Asian folk, they weaponize legislation. So the clock is ticking, sweetie. The clock is tick-tock in a way. I don't give a fuck if you feel awkward about speaking something. Or I don't give a fuck if you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I've never spoken about this before, or whatever. It's not too late. It's not too late. I promise to you, it's not too late to listen to that tiny voice in the back of your head. I've been on this fucking app for 2.5, almost 3 months. That's all. But it's not that fucking hard. You open the app and you do the thing. You don't have to fucking edit it. You can just say it fucking non sequitur and just speak from your fucking tiny, shriveled, but beating heart. Please. I just fucking beg you.
Looking at the state of this country and the state of the world with this new foreign policy with this administration, my heart hurts. It hurts to see this type of suffering. We're looking at what's happening in California, National Guard being dispatched. We know, those of us who paid attention, we know that this is the beginning. It's only going to escalate further. And I just want to tell you that, my heart goes out to you. But there's nothing the black community can do. We use our voices. We use our votes. when you look at VP Harris's policies, like very little, if any, was going to help the black community as a whole. Like her agenda wasn't Afrocentric. Her agenda was middle class, impoverished American centric. Her policies were Palestinian centric, right? You know, better foreign policies. And we use the power that our ancestors bled and died for. And there's nothing more we can do. A lot of you didn't vote, or you voted for the opposition. And here's where we are. And now a lot of you are asking black people, okay, so what are you going to do? Absolutely nothing. And the reason why we can't do anything is because a lot of you can't be trusted. And I'm just going to keep it real with you. A lot of you can't be trusted because your agenda is your agenda. And you don't care about what happens to us as black people as we help you reach your goals, as we help you get the protection and human rights that you're begging, that you're pleading, that you're fighting for. Palestinian community, my heart bleeds for you out in Gaza City. What's happening to your people is absolutely inhumane and barbaric. But a lot of you are asking black people to do something that we can't do because a lot of you cannot be trusted. A lot of you have ill intent. A lot of you have ill intent towards my people. And the reason why you're so angry that we're not taking to the streets to hold up the front line so we could be mowed down like animals is because you actually believe, just like the white man, you actually believe you have an inherent right to our lives and our sacrifice. You believe that we don't have a right to tell you motherfuckers no. That we don't have a right to put blackness first, to put our safety first. Because you're so used to us putting everybody else's agenda before ours. Now, things would be a lot different if you guys didn't consistently, across the board, even within our own communities, been severely anti-black progression. Even the very idea of welfare fucks with you when black people access it. The idea of free college education and free universal health care fucks with you because you envision niggas accessing it. And just because you're suffering, just because your people are suffering, hasn't changed your ill will towards my people. And as much empathy that I have, there is no way what I would advise my people to stand, because we're going to be on the front lines. Once we get out there, you're not going to stand shoulder to shoulder with us on the front lines. You're going to stand behind us and watch us become martyred on your behalf. And when the spoils of war is divided, we're not going to be included. You're going to say we're begging, we're entitled, we want handouts. But you want justice. You want justice. You want reconciliation. You want equity. It's the same thing that black people been asking for. But you don't believe we deserve it. And you're angry with us because now we're saying, you know what? Y'all got to handle it yourselves. because a lot of you put yourselves in this position. How can we fight on the battlefield alongside a group of people who purposely did this to hurt me and my people? Because we were the boogeyman. We were the ones that they plastered across the screens to encourage you to vote against your own best interests. And we warned you that this was going to happen, and you spat in our face. Y'all actually thought that we were voting for VP Harris because we actually believed that she was going to do something specifically for black people. We were not, and we have never been that obtuse and that illogical about how this country deals with black people and how it feels about black people. We were under no illusion that with VP Harris in office, that somehow the black community was going to be rose above everyone else and we was going to be the new masters. No. We voted for VP Harris to prevent everything that's happening today to you. To the Palestinians, to the Hispanics, to the Haitians, to the Africans, to the LGBTQ community, to the elderly. We were voting to prevent you from going through what our people have been going through for close to 500 years. And we were willing to forego our own best interest, our own self-interest, to make sure that you got yours. And what did you do? This. Everything we're seeing. There's too many of you that voted for this, for us to believe that you have learned your lesson. We know you haven't learned your lesson because now you're upset that we have decided to exercise our freedoms and say no. The nerve of the niggas to say no to you because you believe you have a right to us, and you don't. You don't. We don't even have a right to each other. Do you understand? I can't tell another black man what to do, and a black man can't tell me what to do. I can't tell another black woman what to do, and another black woman can't tell me what to do. It is my decision as a free, functioning human being to decide what the fuck I want to do with my life and my decisions. And if I'm going to put my life on the line, I need to make sure that the person that I'm standing next to won't stab me in the back or push me in front of the tank, just to make sure that their agenda is pushed up to the top. And that's where you are right now. So unfortunately, I cannot advise my people to get out there to be taken advantage of just so that you guys can turn around in our face and tell us that we're asking for something that we didn't fight for, that we don't deserve. Again, this is heartbreaking to see. No cap. Not glazing you. But you did this to yourselves. You're going to have to pull yourselves up from your bootstraps and really get out there and get into it. Because right now, no. No was a complete sentence. I hope and pray that the universe shines on everyone and bring this administration to its knees and end it before its conclusion. Because it's only going to get worse. California is just the beginning. But in the next few months, it'll be all across the United States. And the last thing my people need is another Tulsa. Peace. I don't like your give up mentality. I'm going to fight regardless. I'm not laying down. I don't know what type of time you're on, but black people don't give up. It's one of the reasons why we're free. Well, on paper. We don't give up. We don't know how to give up. We are where we are today because we are warriors. We are fighters. I just pray that a lot of my brothers, other black men who lean towards a certain narrative, will see that warrior inside of them. You wouldn't know how to fight had you not watched us do it. You wouldn't know how to protest had you not watched blackness do it. You wouldn't know how to say this shit had you not seen the rebellious spirits of our ancestors. A lot of you motherfuckers, you have the inherent, desire to lay down. You talk this revolution shit because you heard it coming out of black mouths. You've seen the martyrdom of black men and women. Stand on this. So you telling me not to give up, that's just goofy talk. Blackness right now is under attack. Everything that our ancestors and our rebellious civil rights leaders, everything that they fought and died for is under attack. And as a warring people, as a people that has been constantly at war with the world and themselves at times, we know when it is time to focus our attention elsewhere. And we need to focus on us, because I don't see any picket signs. I don't see anybody protesting DEI being taken away, affirmative action. I don't see a single one of you motherfuckers protesting for that beautiful black woman that is being used as an incubator in Georgia. No one is protesting the lynchings of these black men that were truckers. I don't see the protests for a fair and equal trial, for a fair trial for Carmelo Anthony. Hell, a lot of you didn't even join the BLM movement until you saw black people being unalived in droves. That's the only thing that moves the needle in this country. Niggas dying in the street on camera in 4K resolution. That's when you motherfuckers start to, we need to do something. It's just too many of them. But prior to that, as long as you don't see a chain around our neck and on our hands and we shackled up, you don't give a fuck. As a matter of fact, a lot of you think that we living high on the hog, that we have nothing to complain about. That's the same sentiment they had during the civil rights era. We gave the niggas freedom. Why are they mad now? We need to focus on blackness right now, because nobody else is. Everybody else got their own problems. Now, prior to this, y'all wasn't under attack. Your way of life wasn't directly under attack by one of your own. And it is now. And you want us to help you when you refuse to help us. Black people are dealing with a lot of things under this administration. There's so many things under attack. You got the bill sitting there waiting to make it extremely difficult for black women to get into the medical school. What's going on with Harvard? The HBCUs are under attack. Donald Trump even suggested that white people deserve reparations, although black people have been fighting for reparations for a very long time, and we do it. Where are your picket signs for that? Fuck out of here. We are going to fight on the fronts that matter to us now. And you can fight on the fronts that matters to you. That's it. That's all.
I completely agree, and that's why I wanted to talk about this in a historical context. When you go back in time to the 60s and 70s, where there was legit community and coalition building between black and Asian peoples and communities, you had pillars in the Asian community like Bruce Lee speaking out very loudly against police brutality, very loudly against racism, educating men in dismantling toxic masculinity. Like, Bruce Lee was not just about, like, beat people up. Bruce Lee was the biggest proponent of, if you can beat them with your brains, then beat them with your brains. But if not, then force needs to be used. And when he passed away, his son was carrying those same ideals in the 80s and 90s, virulently pushing me back on this kind of idea of not only the Asian nerd, but the emasculation of Asian men and its effects on the Asian male psyche. But unfortunately, with his passing as well, just like how the U.S. government proliferated, the crack epidemic in the black community, how they did gerrymandering to disenfranchise black voters, how they incarcerate black people at a rate 6 to 10 times higher than white people. They then created this idea of the model minority myth in the 80s and 90s and brought over the brain drain from Asia to America, specifically to create a wedge between black and Asian peoples, because of the solidarity in the 60s and 70s. And so that's why you see a resurgence in like the 90s and early 2000s, because those were the kids of the people who had solidarity in the 60s and 70s. And you constantly see white media trying to push back on this narrative for like two broke girls having that, Asian stereotype. And solidarity is at an all-time low because Asian men are now doing the work of the white supremacist system on themselves. And that's like what the most disheartening part of it is that our history teaches us that solidarity is the key. But when the system erases our history, that's when solidarity breaks down. And so that's why it's so important to know what's happened before us.
From this video, and something that I am going to say is that I do not like, since everything, since this year, some of the Asians ran away from TikTok, especially the ones that said they might not be voting for Kamala Harris. I know majority of them, but one thing I am going to say is that is it only black people that can help you people? Because at this point in time, it is giving I am obsessed with black people. Every black person's video you open, you are going to see the, Latinos coming for black people, telling them that they are weak for not coming out to fight, or that they have what mentality did he even call that? He said, I don't like your give up mentality. I'm a fight regardless. I'm not laying down. If you are going to fight, go fight. Enough of wanting to fight and you are trying to drag somebody into your fight. That doesn't sit well with me. When I say that does not sit well with me, that does not sit well with me. Asians are saying they don't know politics, or their their page is not for politics and all that, because you know what you all are avoiding. You know what you all are avoiding. And that thing you are avoiding will eventually get to you, because it looks like it's turn by turn. Since after election, they ran away. They stopped talking. They went low. Why is it that there are Latinos? Why are Latinos not calling Asians? Why is it only black people that they wake up to disturb? Not just disturb, gaslight at the same time, and trying to manipulate them into going out. Like the brother said, each time something is going on in black community, I do not ever hear it. I do not see people talk about it. But which is, I have never seen this kind of selfish people. The only thing they know is just them. If it is not them, it is nothing. That is crazy, really. When I say crazy, very crazy. It's like there are, black people are robots. We turn them on anytime we want to use them and turn them off when we are done. So what they are coming to do is also turn you on so you can perform like you've been performing all these years. When you are done performing, they are going to turn you off and find a way. Not anymore. When I say not anymore, not anymore. Call other communities. Call the people that you are in alignment with. The ones that you told that, yeah, we support you. And then decided to be in alignment with them to vote against your own. What do you expect? What do you expect when you did something and the result? Okay, it's just like not writing an exam and you are waiting for the result to come out that you passed the exam. How is that supposed to happen? You use voodoo or want something? Man, oh, it's a whole lot coming out at this point in time. Everybody on black people. Like black people owe them something. Like black people owe them. I don't hear them talk about reparations. I am tired, man. Bye for now.